It's that time. It's that time. We here again. You dig? I'm your boy Mike to the P. One Mike Podcast. Let's go. Man back for the day. Man back show today, baby. Tune in. Comment, repost. I see the comments today, so I think I forgot how to see the comments today, as far as on YouTube or on the book. Fall into the room. Let's go. What up? It's your main man, Mike to the P. This is the One Mike Podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you're not following me, go ahead and follow me right now on YouTube, One Mike Podcast. We in the building, yo. Let's get it. You dig? Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. See, we might have a little more inclement weather this coming weekend, so, fools can go out there and buy what they're going to buy. Just make sure you get the essentials, like navy beans. But non-perishable items at best, man. You should already have some water restocked up from the last storm we had. So please make sure you go out and get those things that are necessary to survive. Get you a grill, get you some propane, something. You don't want to be out here just lacking. And waiting for something really bad to happen, then you out back. Then you hungry. You dig? So spend more time like men, we gotta spend more time putting infrastructure together for our families to make sure they're taken care of. We're gonna start today, man. First segment, divisional round of football. You dig? You got the Texans and the Chiefs. Of course, the Chiefs come in at 15-2, 8-0 at home, playing the Texans. The Texans played well last week, beating the snot out of the Chargers. I think people still trying to give Justin Herbert these type of little, these moral victories. The man threw 4 interceptions, bro. To me personally, when you turn the ball over that many times, you're losing the football game. You could easily just had drives where nothing happened, and you threw a pick 6. So again, not even no type of yardage or type of garbage time yardage. It was just Justin Herbert making a bunch of mistakes. But I think the Texans, their defense is going to be, like I said last week, their defense came to play. For like the first time all year, I feel like their defense played with continuity. They played with some togetherness. And like I said, Alshire, man, he's physical. Like, you need guys down on the team. People say, oh, he's a dirty player. Hey, he plays defense, so you need to be dirty to a certain extent. As long as you're not taking guys' kneecaps out, or legs, or things that they can hit up to the shoulder, to the head. Hey man, you can't walk the middle. I'm a linebacker. That's what we do. You did? For real. Then we got the Commanders and the Lions. Lions are 15-2. Commanders 12-5. It's weird how we lose Dan Quinn and then now the Commanders become 12-5. Isn't that kind of strange? But again, J5, he gonna be doing his thing. The Lions, man, they've been unstoppable all season. Amon-Ra, Gibbs, like I said, Gibbs, Derrick Henry, and James Cook, 16. Their tie was first, 16 rushing touchdowns. So Montgomery had teased, I guess, early in the week. He gave his best, I guess, Jalen Ramsey impersonation. I'm not going to do it. He looked very sassy when he was doing that, so that's not something I'm going to reenact. But he said he might be on the mend, maybe on the way back. So who knows? That matchup's going to be good. It's going to be a good matchup for Saturday. That first game was a 4:00 game, and the second game is 8:00. We got the Rams Eagles, which I think again, people again, the Eagles, y'all starting to look like Kellen Moore and those Cowboys. I'm telling you, when you get to a point where in the season, Kellen Moore starts to get tight. He starts to, and I'm shocked he's running the football with y'all. I guess he didn't believe in Zeke. I guess he didn't believe in the running game with us because even though your offensive line is way better than ours, I felt like he didn't run the football enough. He was so pass happy with us. Now it seems like y'all not passing the ball down the field at all. Like there's be a lot of field goals. You did a lot of Elliott coming out, kick field goals. To me personally, you can't beat a team, a high caliber team like the Rams, who just had 9 sacks, nine sacks on Minnesota's offensive line, and Minnesota offensive line is not that bad to give up 9 sacks. So that I should tell you that defense is humming. Those cornerbacks are young. They've gotten better over the course of the year. Jared Verse is a defensive player, rookie of the year. You know, to me personally, I'm calling the upset early. I usually don't make picks like that. I like to kind of. I'm not really good at picking games like that. But there's certain games I'm really good at picking games. Like a totality, I may not get all of them right, but certain games I got that feeling when I make a special announcement or something, usually because I got a small feeling, and it's usually right. To be honest with you, you did. So Rams with the upset, and I'm taking the point. I don't even know what the point spread is yet. Whatever the point spread, I'm taking the point spread because I believe Puka Nacua is unstoppable. I believe the fact they lost Dean last week is going to be a blow to that defense. He was playing hella ball at linebacker. So, again, I don't know if I don't know if their tight end will come back or not as far as the Rams. Higbee just came back. So, he would have been a big factor in that game for the Eagles. Because, again, the Eagles are sitting on an umbrella. Vic Fangio, he comes out, they tackle well, and they sit on an umbrella. And they just sit back and wait. They play the same defense the Bills play. But you have to have really good cornerbacks who can tackle, which they do. And you have to have really good linebackers who can tackle, who can flow, and who can play in coverage, which the Eagles do as well. So it's gonna be a good game, man. I think the Eagles defense is number one for a reason. I'm not gonna try to act like their defense is not superb because it is. But to me personally, I just look at I believe in what McVay, how he dials things up. I believe in it. I believe in the way he manipulates the defense to get guys open. That's a special skill I think he's gotten better and better at. I think that Belichick Super Bowl really humbled him and really allowed him to realize, okay, the motion and stuff is cool. I got to get more creative. You did? But, to me, you're looking at this Eagles defense. You got Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter. Those two have been playing really good ball. Nolan Smith will be brought up because Nakobe Dean got hurt. You got Zach Barnes been playing his ass off too. So again, man, Reed Blankenship, we're gonna see Cooper DeJean, we're gonna see Sidney Brown. Those guys are gonna be the guys I'm watching for because you're gonna have to check Cooper Kupp. You're gonna have to check Cooper Kupp all game. Darius Slay cannot check Puka Nacua all game long. I promise you that. Karen Williams, they're gonna run the football right to the Eagles' teeth of the defense. They physical. And I'm telling you, they've gotten better over the course of the year. They've got better and better and better and better. So yeah, I look at this game, man, a doozy. Ravens and Bills. I find it really funny that when people are giving these breakdowns now, they say, "Oh well, remember the Bills didn't have 7 starters coming into the game," and a lot of these starters that I've been naming, saying that Josh Allen and that defense has been better over the course of a year, like a Greg Russo who had 8 sacks, a Jordan Phillips, an Ed Oliver, an AJ Epinesa, a Matt Milano, Terrell Bernard. Come on, man. Like these guys can play. I've been saying this all season to give, not a slight to Josh Allen, but to say, hey, that defense can really play. Christian Benford. If you don't watch football, I just named a bunch of guys that you don't even know. But those guys play good football, dog. Christian Benford is probably one of the best, if not the best, slot cornerbacks in the game. He allows for Johnson them to roam for DeMar Hamlin and a Taylor Rapp, and you got Rasul Douglas, who's played well since he came over from the Packers, who was a bust with the Eagles. So again, and you got Von Miller. Come on, man, and Darren Williams. Man, bro, this team is loaded. Teron Johnson, bro, one of the best again cornerbacks in the game, nickelbacks in the game. So to me, man, it's gonna all come down to Lamar versus Josh Allen. People say, "Oh, you're not playing the quarterback versus the quarterback." You are, because again, If you go score, I gotta go score. So you playing against the defense in a sense. But if you're not scoring touchdowns, I can take my hand off the clutch a little bit. I can, we can run the ball a little more. But if you're scoring touchdowns, which the Bills have been scoring at a high clip, Shakir didn't play in that game either. So again, the guys that I've named that y'all act like that Josh Allen doesn't have in his arsenal have been here all season. That's when people have been saying, oh, they missed the 7 starters and look out Ravens, the Bills got the starters back. It's like, bro, I feel you. But again, you had to stop the deer. That's the biggest thing. You're going to have to stop Derrick Henry. For one, you had to stop Lamar Jackson. We've seen last week when they sold out against Derrick Henry. What Lamar Jackson do? Just run the ball. He's going to get 10 yards every time he runs the football. So pick your poison. And he's throwing the ball at a high clip. You're probably going to get Zay Flowers back this week. Likely. Andrews. These guys don't have a lot of talent on offense, man. Like, I hate to see people just make up shit. Like, yeah, the Ravens just loaded it, bro. Come on, man. They got 2 guys. They got 2 guys, bro. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. They're 12-5, and they play in a tougher division than the Bills, too. So, and they already beat the Bills, beat the brakes off the Bills. You did. So, again, I'm not worried. I think Lamar Jackson's going to be Lamar Jackson. There's only one Lamar Jackson, period, point blank. There's nobody else in the NFL that plays ball like Lamar. These guys they're close little secondary guys that you may look, oh, he moves like, no, he's not Lamar Jackson. The ball placement Lamar Jackson plays with. When it comes to him extending the play, making plays downfield. Only time they've lost games this year, bro, is when I've said it numerous times. Todd Monken is not put together a good game plan. You have to establish the running game first. Everything else works on the running game. So if you out here dropping back Lamar 45 times in the game, you're gonna lose. That's not the makeup of the team. Because again, he's throwing to Taylor Wallace. He's throwing to Devontae Walker. These guys are on the roster. Steven Sims. You don't know who these guys are. Nelson Aguilar, a bum. You dig? So again, Rashard Bateman has played well this year. I called this early in the season. So I'm not thinking that he had to play better this year. Because if not, he might not be on the roster next year. So he's showing himself to be really, really good this year. So again, I look at this Ravens team. I think they've overachieved. Lamar Jackson has overachieved with these guys. I don't look at this team and say, oh, they got all these special weapons on the team. No, they got Derrick Henry, who's a really good player, and Lamar Jackson, and that's about it. Nobody else thinks that. Mark Andrews just came back from the injury. He's still probably a top 5 tight end. I give you that. But outside of that, they don't have a receiver that's viable, that you would say, hey, he's a top 10 receiver. And that's the barometer we're going under. He's not a top 10 guy. So hey, I'm not going to sit up here and make a bunch of excuses. They're going to have to play football. That's it. Simple and plain. I feel like that they're in a situation where they can get busy. Like Bateman, he has 45 catches this year, career high, 756 yards and 9 touchdowns, which is also a career high. So again, he's played well as the middle and maybe the secondary receiver that has helped them be a better offense. But they're not explosive. If the running game is not clicking, you're going to have problems. So Todd Monken, please learn from your mistakes last year when you played the Chiefs. Don't come out here against the Bills trying to be the team that you're not. Be the team that you've been. Just like the Bills have been. The Bills run the ball with James Cook. Nobody was talking about James Cook. Beginning of the game versus the Denver Broncos, who have a stout defense. James Cook and that offensive line was running the football. Josh Allen and that offensive line have given him a numerous amount of time too to throw the football. But again, that's not talked about. That's not something that we look at and say, oh, that's something positive that Josh Allen has in his arsenal. No, we look at it and act like, oh, these things are just one-sided. Like Lamar got all this talent and Josh is playing with the covers bare and he's making all these plays. Bullshit. I call bullshit and I mean it. You dig? Well, yeah, the divisional round, man, should be fired. That's the late game too. So it's gonna be buzzing in Buffalo. It's gonna be cold. Every game is gonna be cold. And I said this going back to maybe like week 4. If you want to follow on the podcast, I said, yo, the time frame when the football gonna really start is when it start getting cold. Nobody's gonna want to hit Derrick Henry when it get cold. Nobody gonna hit Saquon Barkley once it get cold. we've seen it before where guys just get their spirit just taken. You dig? So to me, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be old school football. I look forward to it. I'm hoping you're looking forward to it as well. You dig me? Our next segment we're gonna move into, man, NBA, man. I'm ready for the NBA. I'm ready for the NBA season. It's already underway. My Bulls lost last night to the Hawks. Tough loss. But the Grizzlies, they played well last night. Ja Morant dunked on Wemby. If you haven't seen it, please go look at the highlights. Bruh. A lot of these teams, man, they jockey for position. The Bucks won last night versus Pablo Vaquero is finally back in the Magic. You got the Rockets winning last night, beating the Nuggets, was a surprise to me. The Warriors won last night. Steph Curry came back. It's like you got certain teams who are just trying to, jock. And I think Steve Kerr, they've totally botched that situation. Sports Reporters Order gave a really good take. 2-5 and Mr. Logical, they gave a really good take on what has happened, so to speak, in the NBA. And with the fact that a lot of these teams are just not designed well anymore. A lot of these GM like Bob Myers is missed. They trying to figure out what's wrong with the Warriors. Bob Myers is not there. You got Mike Dunleavy Jr. running the show, who's not a good player. I mean, not a good GM. To me, he's not brought over the guys that are gonna make Steph Curry better, who gonna play complementary basketball with Steph Curry. You got Dennis Schroeder. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You got Gary Payton II playing 19 minutes. That's too many minutes. Come on, man. You got Trace Jackson Davis. Like, these guys are soft. Like, what are veterans at? We need some veterans on the team. Even the Nuggets went out and got DeAndre Jordan. You need veterans on the team to help these young guys get better. Mr. Logical said one thing that was really dope. He said, man, you basically have to get young guys and put vets around them. That's when we've seen these teams, flourish. People saying, what's wrong with the Warriors? Nothing. They just have a bad GM. Lakers got a win last night versus the Heat. LeBum, you know what I'm saying, and the boys did their thing. It's Tyler Hero bus. He had 34. It's like the rest of these guys that y'all act like Jimmy should be so thrilled to play with the Heat. Bro, who is he playing with? Bro, look at the names on this team, dog. Haywood Highsmith played 29 minutes, bro. 12 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds. Jacquez, bro, he's not good. 11 points, 5 rebounds. He's a starting small forward. Bam Adebayo had 10 points. Bro, Bam is on the list forever for me. He's not. I'm never putting Bam on any list. I don't give a shit about nothing. The matchup don't matter. This man had 10 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. He played 31 minutes. He just starting center. Terry Rozier, 6 points. How is this possible? How is Terry Rozier getting 6 points, bro? And Charlotte, he was hooping. I don't understand it, man. But again, you have Braun, Wednesday 22, Hachimura. That's their nucleus. Him, Hachimura, Max Christie, and then you got Reeves when he won a chip in. Gabe Vincent played well last night too, 14 points, 4 assists and 1 rebound. So I mean, Dalton Connect didn't really play too many minutes. So I mean, I just look at a lot of these teams and be like, what the hell are y'all doing, bro? Clippers had a good win in last night too. Knicks won 125 over Philly in overtime. Cat didn't play in that game. The Raptors supposedly beat the Celtics yesterday. I didn't. Again, sorry, boy. I had you on my ticket. I don't understand how you had 2 rebounds. No, 3 rebounds. Again, he had 18 points, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds as a starting power forward. It just don't make any sense. It just don't make no sense, dog. I feel like these people play when they want to. Wishcom didn't play last night. So it put a damper on it a little bit. But how does Tatum have 16 points in the game? Like, bro, I'm not used to people just dropping off the face of a cliff like that. And a lot of times I feel like, the betting world has gotten to a point where now it's a driving force. So you really get to see when these guys just take a nights off. Like, bro, come on, man. How you Jason Tatum, you mean to tell me you had 16 points? Nah, that's why I tell you a lot of times I go way below the line just to make sure, like, you don't know for sure, but it's crazy. When I seen who got hurt last night and came back and no, they might have got hurt last night and then who got hurt? Let me look at my ticket because of course my ticket had crashed because somebody got hurt. Oh, it was fucking Derek Lively. How do you get hurt in the first quarter and they don't void that jump, bro? That's bull job. It makes no daggone sense, man. But to keep an update on the California situation, just check this video I got for you guys, man. But looking for the NBA season. We're gonna move on to our next segment, man. You know how we do it. Everybody's favorite segment, man. Black on black news. Black news from a black man. You dig that? Where that John at? Hold on now. Here we go. 2-5. What up, the Green Mamba? Who you discussing? Oh, you talking about Tatum? Oh shit, Tatum, bro. I love JT, man. Even that dude, he just don't have that oomph to me. He don't have that. I don't know what it is. Maybe his attitude. Maybe a lot of these guys just don't have that oomph, like that you look for when you start players. You take a night off against the Raptors, like why? Oh, you can't take nights off, man. That's why I can't give guys the same amount of credit and the adulation that they want me to. But it's like y'all not putting the work in 24/7, dog. Raptors are a formidable foe, if you will. Like they're not gonna be in the picture thing, but you're gonna have to play them. Like, yeah, agree. If he had Brown's mindset, he would definitely be unstoppable. Like Brown's an overachiever to me. Like he had to develop his game. Tatum just got that shit naturally. He worked on it, but it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I agree with 2-5 for sure. Let me show you, man. Show y'all this, man. You keep it updated as far as what's going on with the wildfires, dog. And this in general. Listen to the brother speak.
About that time again. Time I go patent hunting. Well, it seems it's about that time again. Time I go patent hunting. Because every time there's something big in the news, I seem to find a patent. And I don't know if you've seen this picture or this video. Or this video where things from the other fire west of LA, the blue things didn't seem to want to burn.
Interesting.
None of them. Which brings us to this video, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen, where a certain color doesn't seem to be impacted by that directed light. Which brings us to US patent number 103378. You can see the rest, but click on it, and what do we have? I'm not even going to say it up there, but you can read, you can click, and you can read, and you can scroll. Go look for yourself. I'll tell you one thing I probably know for sure, though, is I bet a lot of the elites in that area, I bet none of them lost their lives. I bet they had some advanced warning of what was coming. But of course, all this is just speculation and satire, and I don't even know if that is CGI, AI, or what, but if I were you, I'd use my noggin and research. Well, it seems...
Yeah, man. Real talk. I mean, we don't know. We're just speculating over here. It's just, we wanted to give definitely a fresh perspective on the news, because a lot of this news they don't talk about. So that's just whatever look like to y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Tell me what y'all think in the comments, man. I just don't. Again, I don't believe that it is what y'all people are saying what it is. I just don't believe it. So look, I got another video showing. Bro, I don't believe when they just say things. I can't do it. I just can't believe it, because you got so much going on. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. But check this out. Again, fair use.
Monday, the Santa Monica Police Department has arrested a number of burglary suspects near the evacuation zone.
Officers say the men who provided false IDs to them were in possession of burglary tools. They also had the Watch Duty app open on their phone so they could track evacuation zones. Detectives say the thieves are not from Santa Monica and traveled to the disaster area from out of town, specifically to loot homes. The department has arrested at least 39 suspicious people illegally in the evacuation zones since the start of the fires.
LA County Sheriff Robert Luna says deputies encountered a man who was actually impersonating a firefighter. Look at this. They say that he was sitting on a curb, and Luna asked him if he was okay, only to discover that he was in handcuffs. Deputies say they caught him burglarizing a home. Several others have been arrested for violating curfew, and 2 people are in custody after attempting to set other fires.
Mm-hmm. Come on now. This is what's going on out here, y'all. I gave you the breakdown yesterday on the fact that they're taking people out of jail and trying to make them firefighters and pay them $10 an hour or $10 a day. This shit is nasty out here, dog. You got people coming from out of town, burglarizing people's homes. You got people that's out here committing more fire stuff, man. More. Look at these people, man. Like, this is the thing. You gotta look at the type of people they got out here, man. I firmly believe they're paying these people to do these acts, man. Just like I firmly believe when they had that fake bull jive, stop the Asian hate bull jive. A lot of these videos and stuff. How are these people being caught? Look at this shit, man. It's crazy. Look at this. These are folks that they picking up. Now you tell me how these people look. Again, we don't want to judge a book by its cover or be disrespectful, but we want to be right and exact. Now you tell me what's going on out here. Hold on, let me get the picture. Now we gotta get the picture, okay? Forget the telecast. I want to see the picture. Look at this, bro. Look at this. Come on, man. We gotta wake up, man, and get right and exact. Make the picture. Come on, get the picture full screen now. This from the New York Post. Come on now, let's get this jump popping, man. Put them on the Summer Jam screen because they want to be famous. Put them on the Summer Jam screen. There we go. Now look at these people, man. Look at these people, for real. Come on now. We just got to get right and exact. We can't just make up stuff. Let me get that jump back. Pardon me. What's another screen? Pardon me real quick. Here we go. Look at these folks, man. Now these people don't look like they look homeless. They look like they are on some type of narcotic or some type of, something is not right here, man. And people don't realize that, you got people who are coming across the border. Illegals been over here, and look at the shit that they're doing when they come over here. These are people that people target to do these crimes. Just like I said, to stop the fake Asian hate bull jive. Now, do we believe people will attack Asians? Yeah, a lot of people was getting paid $5.80 $2.5. You're right, but a lot of people who was out there multiple days, they got paid an extra $5 basically, and 2 days. 2 days, I think 2 days to their sentencing, for us 2 days knocked off each time for their sentencing. It's crazy, but you got people out here who really are down bad, man, and they use those people to do these things. It's all about trying to create propaganda, create a situation where they're basically, like really trying to document the crime. Like, how in the world how do you have a camera every time somebody getting attacked? You start to get the camera starts right there, and then you see the guy or girl get punched, or you see somebody hit them. It's like, bro, we know for a fact, and they try to say it was us, that black people was doing this stuff just to get them to get a bill passed, and they got the bill passed in months. They I broke the bill down. They try to say it's a COVID bill for everybody. No, it's directly for Asians and Pacific Islanders. You dig? So again, we just got to get right and exact and see the play before the play happens. You can't just keep letting people like Gavin Newsom just lie and get out here and say anything. Yeah, exactly. Update. That's all they updated, bro. Slavery's never stopped. I wish people realize that slavery has never stopped. The jail system. Emancipation does not mean free. It means free from this actually, being able to put wage on you, so to speak, or being able to get service out of you. They changed that law again when the jail system started. They just moved it to, we can put you in jail and now you're a slave. That's really what slavery. That's what slavery really is. I said multiple times. Slaves right now. I have people in my family who are slaves right now, currently. Because when they go in there, they don't tell you that you can go in there and work. You're going to be in there picking some corn, some cotton. You're going to be picking fruit, something. You're going to be doing something when you go to the penitentiary. Now, you get a sentence. You might go to county jail. Okay, you be in there working out, bam, bam, bam. You might do your time or whatever. But now you get a sentence, a real sentence, you go to penitentiary. You're going to go do work there. They're going to work the shit out of you, flat out. So again, we got to get right and exact and realize, stay out of these places, man, because it's a setup. It's a trick bag. They want you in there. They're making money off you every single day you go to jail. Every day. You did. Speaking of jail, I've already had this on the docket, so thank you, 25, for the segue. Look at this, man. Like, this is the shit I'm trying to tell you all the time. Look at the Slave Patrol badges. Look at the Slave Patrol badges and look how eerie similar. If you haven't seen this before, it's crazy. Look at the Slave Patrol badges and look how eerie similar they are to the cop badges that people wear today. You know, that's the thing that we got to get. We got to get out of this mentality of thinking that things have went so far. We're so far removed from all those things. No, this is currently right now. That badge looks eerie familiar. You dig? And that's the way they operate. Like slave cattle. We're saying runaway slave patrol. This is a badge from 1859. Come on, man. 1859. Let that shit sink into your brain. A lot of things have not changed. A lot of things have just been curtailed, and they've made it seem like everything's all hunky-dory. No, it's not. Because look at this brother here again. We have been attacked, man. We are prisoners of war. You dig? Check this video out. It's just, again, I've already given you all the breakdown on they're attacking farmers, bro. They're gonna attack farmers because they know for a fact farmers are the ones who live off they can live on their own. They don't need the U.S. government for anything. That's a dangerous individual to them. Look how they're prosecuting this brother out here.
Social media.
We don't want to become a hashtag.
Nicole, a Marine, and her husband bought Freedom Acres Ranch in 2020. The couple claiming they face
Freedom Acres Ranch. That's somebody who probably might be been a white supremacist or somebody that was in their family for years. But a lot of that stuff is being neglected because people in those people's families who are, in the other people's family don't want to be dealing with these things. So they'll let it rot. They'll let the home go into a certain situation. And there's somebody black, hard working, come out. They put their money together and they go buy it. But look how these people are getting harassed.
Repeated acts of domestic terrorism by white residents on their own property. They say their dogs have been poisoned. Numerous farm animals have been slaughtered and gutted. Residents have been trespassing on their land, running over fence posts, burning their Black Lives Matter flags, spray painting racial slurs on their land, even waving guns at them. Photos show unknown vehicles blocking the couple's property and parking on their land. Even social media posts inquiring about pitchforks and fire sticks.
Lynching us, bringing a lynching mob, having a public hanging, fire. They wanted to lock us in and set us ablaze.
Mallory said they've called the sheriff's office countless times over the last 2 years, but have gotten no action or thorough investigations.
It is in fact El Paso County Sheriff's Office that is the main reason that we do not feel safe on our property.
The sheriff's office says they've investigated 19 different complaints and have responded to over 170 calls for service at Freedom Acres. In a statement, they claim the office vehemently denies all these allegations.
We're watching. The world is watching.
Right.
Get it right.
Now a coalition pushing for social justice and the couple's.
Again, that's why, I'm bringing this story to you because you would have never known this story existed. The mainstream media is not going to tell you and talk about these things. So it's imperative that you get locked into the One Mic podcast. It's Black on Black News. I'm trying my best to give you the cutting edge stories that people are just not speaking about. That brother ain't do nothing wrong but be Black and American and try to evolve and try to grow as a man. We can't even grow as men and provide for our families out here without being chastised, beat on. How you gonna try to put a pitchfork in somebody's yard? That's just hatefulness, man. The devil's inside of them. You dig? The devil has infiltrated their mentality and their minds. So those are the people that we don't care for. So when I speak on those certain people, those are the folks I'm speaking about, man. The folks that gets holding us back in life because nobody wants to live like this. It's like we're the ones always getting picked on and disrespected. So. Like the brother said, the world is watching. We're going to see. Because it'll be the same way George Floyd be another turn up. However y'all want to do it. People are sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was training, man, in our early days in the nursing field. And this lady, man, you go to different facilities and stuff. You don't really know people that's in there. So this white lady, man, I'm having a brother who's giving lunch to the residents. And this one lady said, "Hey, come here, nigger." And I'm like, what? It's like you in a state of dementia in an old age state, but you still find a way to disrespect me as a black man. So again, those ways have to die. We have to replace again system of white supremacy with a new system of justice. So these weakened people can just buy with their home and live in peace and harmony and do their thing. You know, they will continue to do these things. Again, this is racism last stand. Once these shitty racist people decide they're gonna die off, this way of living is not gonna be the same. They just know that this is their last stance. They want to sit up here and do things. But the sad part that hurts me is the brother still in jail. You know, that's the thing that I don't care for. His wife and him were basically arrested for goofy trumped up charges. You know, so hopefully they can get that situation rectified, man. Because that is egregious and disgusting. You know, they can't even get justice. People going to their yard and doing all these things. It's like, no, we can't stand for those things. So, like I said, that's why I try to bring the awareness, you know, to those, so these stories can have legs. You know, because man, it would be nobody saying anything if nobody was having, you know, a case, and it could be me, it could be anybody in my family. That's why I speak so vehemently about it, because I'm like, man, I don't want to be in a situation like that and nobody said anything about me. So yeah, I'm gonna bring awareness to it. You know, we're gonna be kind, but we're gonna tell the truth at the same time. You did. And again, it's not everybody. We know for a fact. We're not gonna generalize. But those folks who have that mentality, they must get the fuck on. Straight up though. that's personally how I feel. Well, yeah, another topic I want to talk about, man. I don't know if I want to make it it might be a pop in, pop out situation. Um, you know, I'm an advocate for healthy relationships. Again, shout out to Rez and his wife, man. Phenomenal pod they did yesterday on the man. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Hold up. See, I'm gonna try to pull that joint up real quick. I gotta go to the book. So give me 5 seconds, guys. Bear with me. I just felt like it was so important. I want to highlight it in the right way. I don't want to shortchange it at this kind of this mission. I want it to be something we maybe can break down a little bit. You know, it's improv too. I didn't plan this, so bear with me real quick. But I like the fact that they broke this joint down like an ounce of glue. You dig? There we go. See here. All right, here we go. I'm on the book now. Finally, find that page. Here we go. I got it. We pulled it. We ready. Man, follow my boy Rez, man, his wife, man. Pursuit of Ever, man. One of the best pods, especially last night. I'm not gonna go too deep and too graphic. I want you to check it out. I'm putting them on the big screen for a reason. Yeah, so man, support them. I feel like it was a very impactful pod. The episode was basically about, you know, men, you know, being caregivers in certain situations when your wife or your significant other is going through a situation where they have to have a surgery or a major, you know, situation where they're not going to be themselves. And it broke down just the things that I think men just don't focus on enough. Um, I don't want to be somebody that's a man to have to do these things when something really bad happens. I want to be there mentally, physically, in all aspects for my wife. You dig? So this joint really inspired me, man. Again, follow them on YouTube, follow them on Facebook as well, Pursuit of Forever, and wherever you get your podcast at, man. So to me, I looked at that as like, wow, like that's some stand up shit for real. Shout out to Rez for that, man. That was some stand up shit. Like, you know, it puts me in a better position as a man. Like, man, wow, like I can get better at certain aspects. You know, they're going through a situation where they're, you know, not gonna put it out there like that. If you watch the episode, you'll see it. But it's nothing bad like no OD stuff. But it just made me more aware of the different obstacles that women go through with their bodies and different things that I had no clue of. Like, what? This is possible? This actually can happen to you? Like, and you didn't do anything, nothing you did to cause it. This happens to you. Like fibroids and, hysterectomies and stuff like that. Those things are just, breast cancer. Like, yo, man, I'm out the loop when it comes to stuff like that. So this is the relationship part I wanted to speak on. Just relationships in general. I'm not a relationship guru, man, but one thing I know about relationships is people, a lot of people out here who are single, a lot of people who just caught up in the muck, caught up in the, they have a bashing. It's like a red pill, blue pill, niggas on basically on the internet, man. They're goofy. Like, they're game goofy because they're not trying to promote anything positive. That's why I wanted to highlight the Pursuit of Forever podcast, because they're highlighting marriages staying together. They're highlighting couples growing together, So that's what I'm all about. You did celebrating us as family. You did whoever you decide to be with. Love is love, man. So you got to really, it's a where you have to work at every day. This ain't something you just put on and you want to put it on and take it off. You can't do that. But people who are single, again, I was once single, for a period of time. But, I've always kind of been in relationships, so to speak. Not saying it's just like, something I do on purpose. It's more or less like, my advice to people is, man, make yourself available. For one, know who you are as a person. Get yourself together as a man. Like, that's one thing I had to really, really start honing in on is, okay, what type of man do I want to be? What are the certain things that I want to work on as a man? What are the things that I know for a fact I can get better at? Being more accountable, working on my anger, working on communication, working on not being insecure. These are things I had to really work at to get to the certain place that I am now. So you're open for love, so love can find you. Because love will find you, believe it or not. People have all these sayings and somebody out there for somebody. Yeah, I firmly believe those things. You have to stay confident. You have to stay upbeat, man. People get to the point where they so defeated and, oh, niggas ain't this and women ain't that and who what you bringing to the table and who you want me to pay your bill. Again, if a woman is speaking like that, she's not somebody for you anyway. So you should just ignore her. There's a crowd in the area for men that are tricks, and that crowd and area will provide that for that person. If they haven't changed their mentality to realize that you are an amazing person, then so what? You can never convince anybody that they should be with you or you need to be with them. Be with whoever likes you. Be with whoever wants to be with you, who wants to pour into you. I promise you, there's probably been people out there or women or either men been out there who've been showing you these things, who've been trying their best to get in your good graces, but you're ignoring them. So again, that's my spiel for today for our relationships. Making sure yourself is available and be your whole self. Be your whole self. And when I say relationships, I'm talking about friendships as well. It's sad to see, even people in the culture, Dipset, going through a situation where they're not in a relationship. Obviously, they're friends. It's a sad situation, but Cam and Jimmy, like, to see those brothers going back and forth is game goofy to me. I think that it's a maturation of life, though. Like, you see people who just stay stuck. Like, I think Jimmy is stuck. He's stuck. He don't really have a lot going on for himself. No disrespect to the brother, but he's evolved into becoming a decent rapper who really couldn't rap at all. Admitted Mace helped him write his raps and helped him get to a certain point. When somebody like Cam is already he knows who he is, man. Like, Cam went to Ohio and this, bro, he gonna go wherever. He's a hustler, bro. I'm not saying Jimmy's not. It is the fact that you got people who they just know, they got it. They got the it factor. They just know who they are. They know what they're doing. It's not a whole lot that they got to talk about and describe. Like, and I look at myself in the same light as a Cam. Like, I have to reinvent myself all the time. I'm gonna reinvent myself again and become something. My main goal is to own a black town, and I'm gonna do it. That's my goal in life, to own a black town, to have infrastructure for people. That's why I give y'all this black news and these black history facts. People that I admire had towns, had hospitals, had schools, and helping our community grow. Those are things that I want to do. That's why my life legacy of my life's work it's been up until this point. And I'm in the educational field, so I can direct those things directly with children every single day. So it's not about me now trying to build enough capital and being in a different spot so I can get these things done that I want to get done. You dig? So I just look again. I hate to see these brothers arguing and fighting because we just got to get better, man. Like, wouldn't it be dope to see Jimmy on It Is What It Is with Mace, him doing the weather, which he does a really good job with, the weather for the day, getting him a check. But again, people get to a point either Cam got jealous of him or vice versa. I think people don't realize like the situation with 50. Like they had issues. He called him Curtis. It was funny, like for that time frame. Cam a funny dude. He's a funny guy. Like so, but they understand business. Those brothers are still businessmen at the end of the day. So like even 50, like bro, like that wasn't we really was beefing over. It wasn't nothing serious. You didn't hurt my family. You didn't do nothing like that. It was more or less a miscommunication. So it's better to reconcile, and than to have a beef with people for nothing. That shit is corny, dog. Like these brothers almost 50 years old, 48, pushing, like, and you out here beefing about what? What we beefing over? What's the issue? It's people that to this day I don't speak to because it's like, bro, what's the issue? Can you tell me what I did wrong? You probably can't even tell me what I did wrong. But then there's certain folk that you got to get away from too. And I think Cam is somebody like, bro, you doing too many. You going to jail, you got a gun charge. Like, I'm trying to get this chicken, Jack. You over here playing. There's people I don't talk to this day because I look up, people telling me, yo, this dude got locked up. That's why I'm like, what? Oh, you see the John the Gotcha paper news or the Gotcha RVA pages or whatever. And you on the Joan locked up, like, what's that about? Well, when we talking, you don't tell me nothing. People got a lot going on that they're not telling you about, dog. So you gotta always have your eyes and ears open at all times. And there's certain people I don't associate with because of those things. Because I got a business going on here, man. We got real square business going on every single day. So they gotta be protected. You dig? That's my life legacy. I can't be caught up in nothing illegal that you're doing or talking to or any of that shit. You get locked up for some bull jive. I wonder how you get out of jail, and then you call my phone. Don't call me. Please don't call me. Whatever you got going on, keep that shit to yourself. I don't want no parts of it. Simple as that. So, again, relationship part, I wish everybody the best, man, in their endeavors and what they got going on. Let's see here. Last segment, man, is going to be definitely our Black History Facts. Let me see here. Black History Facts going to be the last segment of the day. Going to leave you with a good one. Like our Black queens who don't really get highlighted enough.
Meet Mary Beatrice Davison Kenner. The North Carolina native started inventing around 6 years old and eventually patented many inventions in her 40s. Kenner invented the sanitary belt, a precursor to modern menstrual pads, in the 1920s, but couldn't afford the patent until much later. She finally received that patent in 1957. The Son-Nap Pat Company learned about her invention, but declined to market it when they found out that she was Black. Kenner and her sister invented a toilet paper holder and received that patent in 1982. Her last patent, granted in 1987, was for a mounted massager and back washer. Kenner died in 2006 at 93.
Mary Bernice Davis Kenner. That's our Black History queen of the day, man. Amazing inventions. Again, the menstrual pad. The precursor to the menstrual pad, man. Phenomenal. We are phenomenal people. We come from phenomenal lineage. And we're going to keep on being great, man. Again, it's your boy Mike to the P. If you're not following me right now, man, go follow me right now on YouTube. Go follow me on, on YouTube. Subscribe, share with a friend. You dig me? Trying to bring you some new, fresh stuff. Dig me? Thank y'all for support. As always, I will appreciate it. The show. One Mic Podcast. Love. God bless you.